Hi, I'm Aarti Thukral Karan, and we are back again with another episode of Love Yourself series. I have with me here Anu Kulkarni,
Hi.
and we're gonna have some intense talks again. So, Anu, uh, let's begin with what do you think we have spoken in the first three episodes? It gives me a feeling that you were hinting towards Ho'oponopono. Is that correct? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I mean it is Ho'oponopono, but not exactly that, because I like to make people understand the four powerful statements of Ho'oponopono.
Mm-hmm.
Like I told you about the power of gratitude in the first episode,
Yes.
how when you just say thank you, it makes so much difference, and the person comes running to serve you
Yes.
wherever you are. And then it came to I'm sorry when you're standing in a line and someone knocks you down, and uh, just saying sorry, or a driver overtaking you in the car, you want to kill him, and then you just say it's all good. So the power of these statements is what I wanted to really emphasize on,
Mm-hmm.
because these are things you can use on a day-to-day basis. So I said, thank you, I'm sorry, then please forgive me. So when you use the word please forgive me, as I mentioned, you are, even when you say forgive me, just asking the universe to forgive yourself for any wrong that you may have done knowingly or unknowingly. It helps you to let go of that guilt.
You've spoken about it in the third
Yeah, so
episode.
I'm just telling you that all these statements are so powerful, even if you use it singularly, for yourself. And the last statement is I forgive you and
I
thank
love
you, I
you.
love you. Love is the most powerful. It transcends everything.
You've mentioned that this is the highest vibration that one
Absolutely.
could vibrate at.
Absolutely. So when you say these four statements individually or as a repeated mantra, it kind of raises your vibration phenomenally.
So the for the benefit of the viewers, why don't we tell them what is Ho'oponopono basically?
Sure.
What are the four powerful statements? How are they used? And uh, what are you trying to explain about it?
I've already told you what I've tried to explain. Now, why
Right.
don't you tell them what are the four
So the
statements?
four statements of Ho'oponopono are: I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. These are the four statements. And basically, you take up the responsibility of whatever has happened to you, whatever wrong you think has happened to you in your life. You stand up and you take up the responsibility, even if you are not basically responsible for it. And that's what Ho'oponopono is all about. And
So Ho'oponopono can be used on anything. It can be used on a situation. You're stuck in a traffic. You can just say it. You have a problem with your computer. It's not working. You can say it. You have an issue with people. Just chant this, and it's amazing. It's very, very miraculous. And there's a lot of it on YouTube, which you can go into detail, because what we are creating is basically an awareness on the power of these words. So please go ahead and discover more of it in people who are actually talking about Ho'oponopono as an exclusive therapy. They use it for many, many things. So do investigate. The YouTube has a huge oasis of knowledge in this respect, and please check it out.
and what's the connection between loving yourself and Ho'oponopono?
It's loving yourself. What I tell you to do is at a totally different level. It's about finding your own power, finding your own magnificence. It's about eh, discovering who you are. Because when you start loving yourself, you will truly understand the subtle differences taking place inside of you, where your ego mind comes down, your energy becomes so beautiful and loving and kind and generous, and you don't fall into the lower trap of jealousy, envy, not good enough, doubt, will I be able to do it, fears, oh no, what's going to happen to me. You come into a sense of peace, because you really don't know who you are. And you are a magnificent being. You're not a human being, as I told you even the first earlier episodes. You are a spiritual being living in a body. Please know that. You're not this body, you're not this mind, you're not this intellect. Who you are is pure spirit, and your spirit is nothing but unconditional love.
So when people face some challenges in their lives and they still choose to move ahead, we always say, oh, that's the spirit, right?
Lovely. How nicely said, Aarti. Amazing. Yes, that's the spirit. That's who you are. You're touching your essence. So the other person is unconsciously telling you that's your spirit. That's how good you are. So ultimately, we're all perfect, but we have not discovered our perfection. But when we think we are perfect, then it's our ego at play. A person who is actually perfect will never boast that he's perfect. He just knows. He doesn't have to prove it. He doesn't have to tell anybody who he is or her who she is. It's just inherently in you. That is the seed that is reaching its completion.
So, how does one discover their power?
As I said, keep saying I love myself. When you start saying I love myself, you start becoming more and more objective. You will start detaching from the reality you're living in.
Mm-hmm.
It's like in time to come, you'll feel that you're actually in a movie. You're just a character in a movie. So, an actor, when he's on stage, he knows he's not that person, yet he behaves like that person. So, similarly, when you start loving yourself, continuously telling yourself, I love myself, you will start detaching from this 3D. I call this the 3D reality, and we'll talk about it in a couple of more episodes ahead. So you will start literally finding that, oh my God, I'm not getting so, involved in this drama that's happening in front of me. Your own inner intellect will start functioning at a different level, and then
Mm-hmm.
magic happens. You actually, if somebody is yelling at you, you actually feel like laughing at that person, saying, oh my God, what's that person doing, losing their cool? And you're in complete command of your emotions. So your emotions start coming under your control.
That's the power of loving yourself.
Absolutely. There's so much in loving yourself. There is so much. It's actually a spiritual journey if you start loving yourself. It's a very simple technique, but that constant awareness, you'll start loving other people. Your energies will change. Other people will start getting attracted to you. They'll start smiling at you and coming up to you. Those who ignored you and thought you were useless and stupid and whatever, and it mattered so much to you to get that acknowledgement, it just doesn't matter. People will just start getting drawn to you because you're vibrating an energy that is so pure and profound and so unconditional that it becomes so attractive. Like I said, when you go to a temple or you meet a guru, what do you feel? You feel that intense love. So that guru does not have any attachment to anything. He's just in love with God. God is who? You are God.
The
Is
self inside you.
Yes, the self inside you. The creator of all that is God. And you are part of that creation. You are part of the creator of all that is. So you are also God. There is no place that God is in. God is everywhere. God is now here. You can either say God is nowhere, or you can say God is now here. The same words. One is nowhere and one is now here.
So, when we start loving ourselves, we start loving the God inside us, right?
You'll discover the God inside of you. You'll be compassionate, you'll be loving, you'll be kind, you'll be happy, you'll be joyous. Joyousness is a 24/7 feeling that you will have, that feeling of completion.
Anu, I would want you to give a practical solution to the viewers. Let's say two people are into a heated argument. Okay, how do they control their emotions at that time? Somebody is hurt. Okay, how do you bring the loving yourself in the middle of the argument?
Very good question. So it's not about both of them controlling the situation,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Because obviously both are yelling, both of them, but one is probably listen to our videos and says, okay, let me try this. Because it's now come, the person is coming to the awareness of, okay, the other person shouting, I'm also shouting, why are we shouting? So let me do what Anu suggested. I would suggest is step back, don't shout back, and give a lot of love. Send a lot of love from your heart to the other person.
Internally.
Internally, nothing external. You'll probably get wrapped. No, internally. Just it's just the intent. We're going to talk about the power of intent. Okay, just give the intention, or you can say, let the person have floods and floods of pink light, because pink light is light of compassion and love. So let the pink light flow to the person, or let him be or her be in a cold shower. Just give the intent, and you're also not reacting. You're fine. Your vibration is suddenly from lower vibration has come to a higher vibration. You're actually amused with what you're saying. So what does amusement and laughter do? It raises your vibration even further. So you have blocked the anger from upsetting you, and your vibration is changing, and you're also giving a catalyst to the other person by sending pink light or cold water, ice water, snowflakes, or whatever you want to send. That person is also receiving it, because the power of intent is such that what you intend will go through. It'll
Okay.
happen. That's the law of the universe. You just say it and it happens. But we don't know what we're saying. That's why we don't understand what is happening to us. So when you are consciously giving a good intention, those vibrations are going as per your instructions to the person.
What if the person has watched the show, feels like trying, but when the actual situation comes, instead of sending the pink light, he feels like punching the person?
But obviously, you think I just started with being the divine guru and started sending this pink light and became very noble overnight? There were times I threw things all over the place. I shouted my head off. I was crazy. I was livid for 2, 3 days. I also had a temper. I had a crazy temper. Ask my friends. They'll tell you. They know how much I have changed. But it takes years of practice. And the sooner you do it, the better for you. It's like running. Some people learn how to do a marathon race in 6 months. Some people know how to do it after 6 years. It all depends on your will, your desire to overcome it for yourself. It's all about self awareness. It's not about the other person. This is your journey. Do you want to spend the rest of your life being miserable, fighting, tussling, wanting your point to come across to somebody else because you want to prove something to somebody else? Or do you want to prove it to yourself that you have mastered your own emotions?
Wow, that sounds so good. It really sounded, I mean, the last statement that you said made so much sense to me, that it's all your self discovery, it's your own journey
Yeah.
that one has taken up.
And you're not doing this to prove anything to anybody else. You're doing it to prove it. You, when you want to do marathon running, when you want to go to the gym, do you want to do it for someone else, or do you want to do it for yourself? I want to be fit. So why don't you want to be emotionally fit?
I could, while you were speaking, I could imagine a little baby who has just started learning walking,
Yes.
and he falls, he gets up, starts
Exactly.
walking again. He
Exactly.
falls again, he gets up, he starts walking again,
Yeah,
until he has mastered the art of one, two, three, four, smooth, seamless.
absolutely. Nothing is accomplished in a day or with one instance. You may think what I'm saying is very easy. Nothing comes easy. When is life ever been easy? What I'm giving you are tips to be easily inculcated in your routine without an effort of going somewhere, learning it, hearing someone preaching this, that, whatever we do. We do a lot of that. But do we learn from it? We go for satsangs, we go for lectures, we go for courses, and we say, wow, what a fabulous course. And the satsang, na, it's like I met God and I came back. And then what happened? Servant comes and does something wrong. Kya? What did you do? Why are you doing this? Or your child is there. What are you doing? Why aren't you're shouting at the child? What have you learned? What have you learned? You're just wasting your time. If you cannot embody what you have learned, why are you going there? That's what I did. I spent years and years listening to the Gita, studying it, absorbing it, embodying it. It takes time. I've only simplified all this for you because of 40 years of my experience in this line. And I made it so easy. Now, if you don't follow this, then that's your journey.
It's like when you eat the food, but it takes hours for it to digest in your stomach. It's the same kind of knowledge. It's the same with knowledge that you're imparting.
Yeah,
You digest it, you practice it, and you bring it in your behavior.
absolutely.
You will not believe, I've been listening to Anu for more than 3 years, and she's been telling me, raise your vibrations, raise your vibrations, raise your vibrations. I have never understood the term, what is raising your vibrations? Basically, now that I have started gathering of what she was telling me all these years, was each time you feel hurt with somebody else's words, just stay in the love consciousness. Do not lose your cool. Don't give in to the anger. Don't give in to the hurt. Don't get guilty. So, these are lower vibrations that generally surround us all. One and all, everybody in this world is surrounded by the lower emotions or lower vibrations, because these lower emotions vibrate at a lower frequency. But the moment you stop giving in to these emotions, you raise your vibrations, is what I have understood. Am I correct?
You're right. But the thing is, the question that everyone will ask is, how do I control my emotions?
Absolutely, that's where I was going
Right?
to come to next.
Yeah, but you don't have to control your emotions. That's the beauty. Your emotions will become controlled once you start loving yourself.
See, that's the beautiful connection that she has always explained. And that's the message I want to bring to the viewers, because it took me quite a while to understand. So, to sum it up, Anu, I would like to say what I understand from the entire conversation is that we take baby steps, we practice every day. And if we are in such a situation, we just take a moment, we take a step back, we get into the awareness, and then we respond instead of reacting.
Yes. And
Is that correct?
I say it'll happen on its own. Don't be in a rush to accomplish it. Just be aware, by keep loving yourself and take baby steps, it will happen. Give Don't push yourself. Be soft on yourself. You're just starting this journey. So whenever you do a little thing, pat yourself. Say, good job. Good job. And the more you pat yourself, your cells are listening. So they will want to do more and more.
It's like how you encourage your child.
Yes.
You encourage your inner self,
inner child in you.
Inner child in you, to encourage those little baby steps that it has just started taking.
Yeah. Can you imagine? We say, oh, love me. Say the same thing to yourself.
And then you gradually master the art of doing it, like how Anu has, and we all could.
We all are on that journey.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anu.
Thank you.